Hello, Faith Church. My name is Luis. I attended your church for a little bit while I was living in Seattle for a couple of months. Me and my wife and our two kiddos, Titus and Carly, moved up there for a little bit. And I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to thank you so much for being such an awesome church. Me and my wife coming up there, we have heard rumors about Seattle that it wasn't a Christian state. So we were really nervous about what it would be like if we were going to be able to find a church home while we were there. And we were really stressed about it. We couldn't find a good church for a couple of weeks while we were up there. But after finding your church on YouTube and hearing Pastor Stephen preach for a good amount of times, we were really set on staying there and being there for a while. The reason we came up to Seattle was because of who was going to be our third son to be with us, Elias. He was diagnosed with a rare heart issue. We had plans for him to have surgery in Seattle. That is the reason why we moved there. But it didn't turn out the way that we wanted. However, coming to your church really helped us to remain in the faith and to remind us of who God is and how much He really cares for us. Not only was Pastor Stephen's messages so clear and a great explanation of the text to really remind us of how great the scriptures are and how great God is and how loving He is, but also the whole congregation altogether. I spoke with some of the elders and we talked about the beauty of the scriptures together for a little bit, and even just the others who attended the church. We were surrounded by so much prayer from the people around us. Literally, the people who were sitting right around us were so caring to us, and everyone who met us to sign up our kids for taking care of them while we went to service. We were cared for at every area of your church. And I can't tell you how much that means to me and how much it means to my wife. I feel like words are not enough to explain how thankful we are. Unfortunately, as we were there for a couple of months, our son did end up passing away. He passed away, he couldn't make it, and me and my wife were in such pain. We decided to pack up our bags and we decided that we were going to move back to where we're from. We're from Alaska, super far away and super different. But before we left, we decided to pay your church one last visit. And it was very refreshing to go back there, to see everyone and get to say goodbye to everyone who's been around us, and to feel so welcomed and so loved by them. They all reminded us how much they were going to continue praying for us, and they really mourned with us, as the scriptures command us to do as fellow believers. From the bottom of my heart, I can't tell you how thankful I am for you and your church. Me and my wife even still watch your videos to today. We still watch the sermons today. The worship, you guys' worship is beautiful. You guys lead it so well. Everything in the church is amazing. The atmosphere, the sermons that are preached. As someone who, me and my wife, we really do adore what we call expositional preaching, which is when the text is explained very thoroughly and it's not all based on feeling but on fact. And Pastor Stephen, that's exactly what you do. I thank you so much, specifically Pastor. I heard you don't like being called that, sorry. But I'm so thankful to you for being so dedicated to the Word and being so passionate to it. I was really, really scared that we weren't going to find a church like you while we were down there. And the first time I heard the worship there and the first time I heard the sermon in person, I will tell you the truth, I cried. I did cry out of gratefulness because it really did feel like an oasis in the chaos that we were in. You guys are the best. You guys are amazing. And it really did mean the world to me and to my wife to find you guys. And I want to encourage you guys to keep going, to keep serving God with all of your heart. All of the congregation, you guys are all wonderful. If it wasn't for you, me and my wife would have had such a hard time compared to what we had over there. So please, Pastor, keep being in the Word, keep doing what you're doing, preach with all of your heart to your people, because it does make a difference, even when you feel like it might not. Every sermon matters. Every moment when you open up God's Word and tell it to the people, it matters. You helped me and my wife make it through. You helped remind us the importance of God. You helped remind us how loving He is. You helped us feel like we were not alone. So again, my name is Luis, someone who attended your church for just a short while, but with a short while was impacted so greatly by your entire church, your entire congregation. Thank you again, and please continue to do what you're doing. You guys are all amazing. God bless you. Goodbye.